Weekend. Good? Great. Small talk over. Let's talk about Epstein. Okay. Last week, Democrats in Congress released a handful of salacious emails about Trump from a trove of documents provided by the Epstein. Thank you down here, up there, high and away. Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert.
Proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States.
Live TV did what it always does best. It captured a moment no one could ignore, when Stephen Colbert took a direct shot at Donald Trump, and the reaction was immediate, not subtle, not controlled, just instant. Because when a joke like that lands, the entire room shifts, and suddenly it feels like more than comedy. It feels like a collision unfolding in real time. And that's why this moment mattered, because Colbert didn't just go for laughs, he highlighted a pattern people have been noticing for a long time. A pattern of shifting statements, changing tones, and reactions that only seem to get bigger when challenged, where one moment sounds like control and the next sounds like confusion.
Crooked Joe Biden finally said what he and Kamala really think of our supporters. He called them garbage. No way. No way. 250 million Americans are not garbage.
Where one day there's certainty, and the next day there's a completely different message. And by the time people try to make sense of it, the narrative has already moved again, creating a kind of whiplash that keeps everyone watching. Colbert understood that perfectly, using humor not just to entertain, but to underline contradictions. Because the strongest punchlines don't just make audiences laugh, they make them recognize something they were already thinking. And that's exactly what happened here. While Trump responded in the way people have come to expect, by pushing back harder, raising the intensity, trying to turn the moment into strength. But that's the paradox of live TV. The stronger the reaction, the more attention it draws, and the more people start analyzing every word, every expression, every shift in tone.
Just a few hours ago, we learned that President Trump fired Attorney General Pam Bondi.
Do you think that we have aliens coming, flying around or whatever?
What do you think?
There's no reason not to.
This wasn't just about a joke. It became about image, about control, about whether confidence is consistent or reactive. And once that question is out there, it doesn't go away. It spreads across headlines, clips, and conversations, turning a single late-night segment into a broader debate. Because in today's media environment, one moment can ripple across everything. Newsrooms, social media, and public opinion, within minutes. And what keeps people engaged isn't just the humor, it's the tension underneath it, the sense that something real slipped through in a format that usually hides it. And that's why moments like this stick, because they reveal more than they intend to. They show how narratives are built, how quickly they change, and how audiences are starting to notice those changes more than ever.
Online commentators applauded the moment, with Graham Allen saying, "The media would never show you this impactful moment." After winning UFC.
From him, but none of it worked. In fact, here's Kentucky Representative Thomas Massie yesterday talking about GOP support for the bill.
Paying closer attention to what stays consistent and what doesn't. And in the end, that becomes the real story. Not just what was said on stage, but how it reflects a larger pattern of communication, reaction, and perception that keeps evolving in front of millions of viewers, which is exactly why people don't just watch these moments. They replay them, analyze them, and wait for the next one to happen.